Welcome to Fractured Chaos.
You ever feel trapped? Not just by walls and bars, but by your own mind? By the weight of your own regrets? I live in that prison every single day. And I don't just mean this cell. I mean the one in my head. The one I built for myself long before I ever got locked up. One mistake. That's all it took. 1 second of rage, one moment of weakness, and I destroyed everything. Before I begin, drop a comment to let me know where you're watching from. And give this video a like to show your support. Subscribe if my story reaches you. Because maybe, just maybe, it can save someone else from ending up where I am. Now let me tell you all what happened. I used to think I was in control. That my jealousy meant I loved hard. That my anger meant I was a man who wouldn't tolerate disrespect. But let me tell you something. Real men don't let their emotions make choices for them. Real men don't throw away their whole lives over a damn compliment. And I did. Now, I sit in this cage replaying that night over and over again, wishing I could go back, wishing I could tell my younger self, walk away. Just walk away. But I can't. I lost everything because I never learned how to control myself. And now it's too late. You know what the worst part is? I saw it coming. I knew I had a problem. I knew the way I got when I was jealous. But I ignored it. I told myself I was just passionate, that it was normal to feel this way. But it wasn't. Jealousy ate me alive. It poisoned my thoughts, my actions, and I let it. I let it turn me into a man I don't even recognize anymore. You ever love someone so much that the thought of losing them makes you lose yourself? That's how it was for me. I was that boyfriend. The one who checked her phone when she was in the shower. The one who made her delete half her followers because I didn't like the way they looked at her pictures. The one who got mad when she wore something too tight, too short, too noticeable. I hated the way men looked at her, the way they smiled at her. Hell, sometimes I hated the way she looked at them, even if it was innocent, even if she didn't mean anything by it. My mind turned it into betrayal. I convinced myself she was mine and mine alone. Her name was Sophia. God, she was beautiful. Not just her face or her body, but her soul, you know? She had this light about her, this warmth. When she laughed, it felt like the whole world lit up. We met at a coffee shop. So damn cliche, right? She was studying for nursing school. I was just trying to get through my shift. She ordered a vanilla latte, and I spelled her name wrong on the cup. Sophia instead of Sophia. She corrected me with this smile that just melted me. 3 weeks of her coming in every day before I finally got the courage to ask her out. And when she said yes, man, I felt like I'd won the lottery. I remember the first time my jealousy really showed itself. We had only been dating for a few months. She was talking to some guy at work, laughing at some joke he made, and my blood boiled. I didn't say anything at first. But later that night, when we were alone, I asked her, "Why were you laughing so hard at that dude's joke?" She looked at me like I was crazy. "What? Alex, it was just a joke." I didn't believe her. I couldn't believe her. I accused her of flirting, of disrespecting me, and she cried. She told me I was overreacting, and maybe I was. But in my mind, I wasn't being crazy. I was just making sure no man thought he had a chance with my girl. I made her feel guilty for something she didn't even do. And the worst part? She started changing for me. She stopped laughing as much, stopped talking to certain people, stopped wearing certain outfits, and I convinced myself it meant she loved me. But looking back now, she wasn't loving me. She was just scared of setting me off. There were warning signs, so many warning signs, like that time we were at her cousin's wedding. The best man gave this toast about how the bride used to date his friend back in college. Just an innocent story, you know? But all I could think was, what if some guy at our wedding talked about dating Sophia? What if some dude from her past showed up and reminded everyone that she wasn't always mine? I got so drunk that night. Started a fight with one of her cousins over nothing. Accused him of looking at her wrong. Sophia had to drag me out of there, apologizing to everyone on my behalf. In the car, she cried. Not the quiet tears from before, but these deep, body-shaking sobs. She asked me, "Why do you have to ruin every good moment we have? Why can't you just be happy?" I didn't have an answer then. I do now, because I wasn't happy. Not with myself, not with my life. And I was terrified that one day she'd realize she deserved better than me. So I tried to keep her small, keep her isolated, keep her dependent on me. That way she couldn't leave. I didn't wake up one day and decide to be this way. It started long before I even knew what jealousy was. My father, he was a monster. I watched him turn my mother into a shell of the woman she used to be. I watched him control her, break her down, make her feel like she was nothing without him. And my mother, she stayed. I used to ask myself, why? Why would she put up with it? Why didn't she leave? But now, sitting in this cell, I realized something sickening. I became him. I told myself I was nothing like my father, that I'd never hurt the woman I loved the way he did. But abuse isn't always punches and bruises. Sometimes it's words. Sometimes it's control. Sometimes it's making someone feel like they belong to you instead of beside you. And that's exactly what I did. I remember this one night, about a year into our relationship. Sophia got a text while we were watching a movie. She smiled at her phone, and something in me just snapped. I grabbed her phone, just took it right out of her hands. She tried to get it back, but I held it away from her, scrolling through her messages. It was her mom. Her mom was texting her about some family recipe, that's all it was. But the look on Sophia's face when I took her phone, it wasn't anger. It wasn't even surprise. It was fear. She was afraid of me. The woman I loved was afraid of what I might do. And you know what the sick part is? Some twisted part of me liked that. Liked that she was walking on eggshells around me. Liked that she was careful not to set me off. What kind of love is that? Sophia tried to help me. She really did. She suggested therapy, anger management, couples counseling. But I refused. Told her I didn't need some stranger telling me how to handle my relationship. Pride. Stupid masculine pride. It's a killer, man. It'll destroy everything good in your life if you let it. And I let it. That night I lost everything. We were at this bar, just unwinding, just living. It was her birthday, 26th birthday. She looked so beautiful that night. Hair down, this red dress that she knew I loved. She was glowing. We were having a good time. For once, I wasn't scanning the room, wasn't watching every guy who walked by. I was just present, with her, enjoying the moment. And then he walked by. Some random guy, some nobody. He looked at my girl and said, "Damn, you're beautiful." That was it, just a simple, harmless compliment. And I lost my mind. I felt my whole body tense up, my vision blur. My fists clenched so hard my knuckles turned white. I didn't think, I didn't breathe, I just reacted. I swung before the guy even saw it coming. One hit to the jaw, then another, and another. I couldn't stop. I didn't want to stop. And then he hit the ground. That sound, the way his skull cracked against the pavement. I'll never forget it. The way Sophia screamed my name, begging me to stop. The way people backed away, eyes wide with horror. And the way that man, some stranger who never meant me harm, just lay there, not moving, not breathing, gone. They told me later that he died on the way to the hospital. That I hit him so hard, so recklessly that his brain swelled. His name was Marcus Johnson. He was 32 years old. A physical therapist who helped kids with disabilities. A coach for a youth basketball team in his neighborhood. A son. A brother. A father. I remember sitting in the interrogation room, my hands still stained with his blood, and realizing I just killed someone. For what, a stupid compliment, my own damn pride? The detective showed me his picture. A normal guy, smiling, happy, alive. And then he showed me a picture of his daughter. She was 6 years old. Her name was Zoe. She'll never see her father again because of me. The trial was quick. There were witnesses, security footage, my own confession. I got 15 years. Some people say that's not enough for taking a life. Some days I agree with them. Sophia came to the sentencing. She didn't look at me once, just sat there, holding the hand of a woman I later found out was Marcus's mother. That was the last time I saw her. She never visited, never wrote, never called, and I don't blame her. She deserves better than a monster like me. I heard through my cousin that she moved to another state. Started fresh. I hope she's happy. I hope she found someone who treats her the way she deserves to be treated. Someone who understands that love isn't possession. It's not control. It's freedom. It's trust. All the things I never gave her. Now, I wake up every day in this cell, knowing I took a man's life, that his family will never see him again, that his mother will never hear his voice again, that his child will grow up without a father. All because I couldn't control myself. All because I let jealousy, rage, and insecurity turn me into a murderer. The first year in here, I was angry. Blamed everyone but myself. Blamed Sophia for making me jealous. blamed Marcus for disrespecting me, blamed the bartender for not breaking up the fight faster, blamed the paramedics for not saving him. Everyone but the person who actually threw the punch, me. It took a prison counselor, this older guy named Ray who'd seen it all, to finally get through to me. He said something I'll never forget. "Son, you're not in here because of one bad moment. You're in here because of 1,000 bad choices you made leading up to that moment." And he was right. Every time I checked Sophia's phone, every time I made her feel small for talking to someone else, every time I let my jealousy control my actions, I was setting myself up for this. I was building my own prison long before they put me in this one. You ever sit alone with your own thoughts and realize you're the villain? That's me. I am the villain. I thought I was protecting my relationship. I thought I was proving my love. But all I did was destroy the one thing I was trying to keep. The worst part? I can't even make it right. I can't bring Marcus back. I can't give Zoe her father back. I can't undo what I did. All I can do is sit here and hope that someone, somewhere, hears my story and makes a different choice than I did. So if you're out there and you think jealousy is just a small problem, if you think your anger is just part of who you are, listen to me. Fix it. Get help. Talk to someone. Go to therapy. Join a support group. Do whatever you need to do to break the cycle. Because if you don't, one day you're going to wake up and realize you've lost everything. I don't get a second chance, but you do. Don't be like me. I've started writing letters. To Marcus's family. To Zoe. They don't write back, and I don't expect them to. But I need them to know how sorry I am. How I'd give anything to take it back. I've been working with some of the younger guys in here too. The ones who remind me of myself. The ones with that same rage in their eyes. Trying to help them see where that path leads before they end up like me. It's not redemption. There's no redemption for what I did. But maybe it's a start. You know, I had dreams once. Wanted to open my own coffee shop. Wanted to marry Sophia, have a couple of kids. Wanted to be better than my old man. Now all I want is for time to pass quickly. For these 15 years to be over so I can try to find some purpose in whatever life I have left. But until then, this is my reality. These walls. These regrets. This emptiness where my future used to be. So take it from someone who knows. Control your jealousy before it controls you. Control your anger before it defines you. And understand that real love, true love, sets both people free. It doesn't cage them.